but I still practiced the chords for weeks, and then they never showed my hands. I'm like, that was a waste.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to talk or not.
Oh,
Sometimes
I guess now I won't spill anything.
you're like, now I can say everything I've ever wanted to say. Just yell it out.
Yeah, honestly.
No, but is that a relief to finally have? I mean, it's bittersweet because it's the end of the show, but now you can actually talk about it.
I mean, I think the fun in it is like teasing people just enough to where they get annoyed when you don't say anything. So I'll miss that part of it, but it is nice that Tyrus is officially endgame.
Right? And I feel like they did it so beautifully. I know people wanted more, but also it's kind of like sometimes you don't need words. You just look at the actions. You know what's going on.
Yeah, that's what we were really excited about, is that they didn't overdo it. They didn't push anything. It was very subtle, but at the same time, it spoke for itself. Like it didn't, exactly what you said. It didn't need the amount of words like to describe what was happening. I think it was just, it's such an honor to be a part of it, you know.
How early on when making this show did you know that that's how it would go?
So the first episode I shot, I didn't know that TJ was gay. And then I think the second episode, Terry Minsky, our queen, came or had a lunch meeting with me, and she's like, oh, your character is going to be gay. And she was like unsure if I would be okay with it because there's a rumor that I was like, I don't know, some like really religious person. I don't know what the rumor out there.
Start rumors?
I know, I didn't even know. I was like,
it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. But and I found out, and I was just immediately excited. And from then on, Josh and I would try to like slip hints in every episode.
That
And
must have been tough that you knew for so long, and for us, it was such a slow burn. Like,
it was slow, but to be like Josh and I definitely wanted it faster. But I think seeing it now like play out at the end, it kind of just. It's a good progression.
So you're happy with how
I'm really happy about how it went. Okay. Yeah.
I said it in one of my videos, but like my favorite musical moment probably on a Disney show was in your show.
Oh,
and I know all of you aren't singers, but like that, there was just something about the song you did and that everybody was there together. So was that always part of that episode and the song choice?
Oh man, I mean it was hilarious because none of us like sing except for Asher. So just like everyone going into like the recording booth and stuff, we're just like, we don't sing.
What am I doing?
I'm like, I hope they auto-tune this because I do not have the best voice. But it turned out great. I mean, it was a fun time on set.
But like you just, even though it's not like a radio single, but you guys knew you had fun and there was the meaning behind it.
Yeah, and also I got to play some piano. Yeah, they didn't show my fingers, and I practiced those chords for like weeks.
So you're not a piano player?
I am actually.
Oh, you are, okay.
But I still practiced the chords for weeks, and then they never showed my hands. I'm like, that was a waste.
You're gonna ask for that footage just so you can prove like this is me, guys. I am
exactly.
Really
I swear I play the piano. Yeah,
so
exactly.
now everybody's like hoping that maybe there's a spin-off, or in 10 years we come back to your characters. Is that something you would be open to doing?
Of course. I mean, that sounds awesome. I think Josh and I were saying like freeform spin-off.
I mean,
I don't know.
I would be all for it.
I'd be all for it too. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I think there's a lot of talk about I mean, obviously when a show ends, like everyone like wants it to continue. So I'm happy with whatever happens. I'm just really happy that it ended the way it did.
And what's it been like seeing that support throughout the entire run of the show?
It's amazing. I mean, the people who watch the show, the fans of Andi Mack, are the most loyal people in the world. Like, honestly, they care so much, and I was really happy like the day it happened because I was happy that like people were like messaging me saying that this really helped them in different ways, and that's the highest achievement you can pretty much gain when you're an actor. So I mean, it was just I was so honored to be a part of it.
And you're out here changing the world too. Like, is that your next thing? You have any other acting things? What's going on next with you?
Yeah, I mean, I just actually directed my first short film. I just wrapped yesterday, so that was fun. I acted in it too. It's coming out soon. And then I guess I can promote in September. I'm gonna be in New York, part of the climate strike, the UN like climate strike, which is happening to promote bills being passed for climate change and all that stuff.
What advice do you have for kids? Because you and Josh are out here, obviously very involved in everything that I feel like as a kid growing up, I knew nothing about. It was not something that was like brought to our attention. We didn't learn about. So what advice do you have for kids to get educated in all the things that are going on now?
Right. I mean, I think seeing characters on TV is a great way to start. Like, just seeing inclusivity, being okay with who you are. I think that's what Andi Mack does. It shows you be who you are, and it's okay to be the true you. So I think just hang on, hold on. What's the word? Just like be okay, because everything is temporary, but things will change. And if you stay true to yourself, I think you'll get through things.
Well, I won't torture you anymore.
No,
you're the best.
You.
It's good to see you.
Oh, we need a handshake every time we meet or something.
I have a horrible memory. I'm never gonna remember this. What am I supposed to do? That? Oh. Okay. I'll try to remember that for next. It's on film now. I can remember it. See.